Today, I'm pleased to announce that PlayStation VR will launch globally in October 2016 for $399 US, 399 euros, 340.
You guys just announced price and release window, which is the biggest news out of today. I was curious primarily how you were able to come in at such a low price point relative to your competitors who are obviously in the $800 range.
Yeah, it's funny because I think a lot of the conspiracy theorists think that we just look at everyone else's price and then we choose ours arbitrarily, but it's actually, we've always thought about this as a very sort of value proposition driven, device, and making it a great price that sort of ties in with the PS4 to sort of extend that is super important.
$400 price point from what you displayed is the headset and the components that allow you to operate the headset.
Correct.
But you also showed PlayStation Move controllers in there, and in theory there could potentially be like a camera of some type involved as well. Are you guys planning on doing a bundle that gives users all of that stuff in one package? And if so, what kind of price point would that come in at?
Yeah, we're always looking at opportunities of like, hey, what are the gamers excited about? What are they looking for? So we have nothing to announce right now on that front, but obviously the Move controllers, with a lot of the experience, they just enhance it in such a way that we're obviously looking into it very heavily.
So you're saying that players won't necessarily have to invest in Move controllers to experience PlayStation VR?
No, there's a lot of games out there that sort of variety, but DualShock 4 will drive the vast majority of games. Some games need no controller. The guys at Headmaster, Ben Throop, all you have to do is be able to headbutt something. So if you're an ex-heavy metal fan or just an ex-soccer player, then you'll have a great time playing a game like that.
As the director of, third-party relations, how do you pick partners? How do you pick the games that you sort of highlight at events like this?
Yeah, well, I mean, we have an amazing staff all around the world. We've got developer relations teams in Japan, throughout Asia, based in Ski in London, and then our team as well. But the important thing is also just telling that story. How easy is it to work on the platform? Making sure the middleware providers like Unity and Unreal are up to snuff on the latest SDKs and stuff like that. And then working with them to be like, what do you need? Super Hypercube, right? By the guys at Polytron, right? That's a really neat game where you're sort of pivoting this geographic thing and you're sort of looking around to get through. It's like those Japanese game shows where you got to pose to sort of
the walls
dive
coming
through the wall.
And
that's just also a small team. So we work very hard to find a nice breadth of content that really represents what's possible with PSVR. And then obviously just finding out with the devs what's important to them, right? How important is certain aspects, whether it's sort of funding or promotion or PR partnerships, stuff like that. So I like to say that we'd like to just try to give better hugs. That's the real fundamental goal.
PlayStation VR, giving better hugs.
Giving better hugs.
Is there going to be a hug simulator of any kind?
There's one right here. If you want to hug me later, Scott.
That'll be my first stop at the interview.